안녕하세요. 저는 에이미입니다. 저는 재정입니다.
사시카디 스티븐디 최민준입니다.
A year since we got married. It's been one heck of a year. So I just kind of wanted to do a video of just kind of like reflection on the day, because we haven't really spoken online about the day. What? What's that song? In the background, my mom's looking after her while we film this. So if you hear woos and wows, that's him. We didn't film quite as much as I wanted, content as I wanted to, and like show you guys about like the engagement period, getting ready for the wedding and everything like that. It was just a whole whirlwind of like busyness. We got engaged when we were still in the apartment. Within the engagement period, we moved from the apartment into the house that we were staying at. A whole lot went into the moving from the apartment to the house, and then work. We did a lot of the planning at the beginning, because we wanted to get it all done at the beginning so we could enjoy like the day of, pretty much the week leading up to, especially because Sienna, my maid of honor, came down. It was like really chill at the end. Yes, we had to postpone. That was annoying. We postponed twice because of
COVID.
But by the time we actually could get married, it was really chill. I was chill the whole week leading up to. I was chill the day before. I was chill the day of. Right up until we came down the elevator. My girls, like my bridesmaids, Flower Girl and my dad, we all came down in the elevator to the level. It was fine in the elevator, fine the whole morning, fine doing this, and then we got down and I saw the door and I almost burst into tears. Like, because it was at that point it became real for me. And I was like, what even is this? And that's why, like, pretty much the only thing that went a little bit awry at the wedding was walk down the aisle, because it just escaped my mind to make a playlist of music to play when people were walking in and like getting seated. So apparently one of the girls in charge was just like, oh, you need to have music playing, you can't just have it silent. I'm like, stuff you, I can do what I want. If I was there, I'd be like, yeah. Not your day. But anyways, so they played some music, and then the same person came down and went, oh, they're playing music, they've already started, go. And I'm like, what? And because I was having like a mini like, yeah. And all the girls were just kind of with me going like, don't cry. And Sienna was like, don't, you're gonna mess up your makeup. And my dad was just like, oh my gosh, she's crying, I don't know what's happening. She sent a Flower Girl down, and she wasn't there at the rehearsal, so she didn't know what song she was supposed to be going for. She didn't really. And so then apparently it was like a mad rush in there going, oh my gosh, stop the music, stop the song. And I'm like, this was all her fault. That's when it became really real for me. When did it become real for you? Was there like a moment where you were like, oh my gosh, it's happening? This is happening.
Do you want to saw Sienna?
Oh, when I saw Sienna? Yes.
Yeah.
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 My maid of honor, Sienna.
Yeah.
As she was walking down, which if you've seen the video, then you know she came down right before me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Stephen knows Sienna a lot more than my other two bridesmaids.
Yeah. You started walking down, and that's when I was just. Yeah.
But it's like it was such a chill morning. It's just a chill day, and that's what I really, really appreciated and really loved about how we did our wedding.
Bro, I was memorizing my vows on the spot, like, you know, it was pretty much the whole morning was me spending most of my time just getting that right.
Yes. Like, really, the thing with the music walking down the aisle was the only thing that really bugged me and that really went wrong. I mean, we didn't have overly drunk, fighting, loud arguments or anything. One of my uncles got drunk, but that was hilarious.
I think you've put the video up of me. There's
Not the whole video.
not the whole video, but there is.
There's a clip of when you were singing.
Yeah. One of your.
Yeah, my uncle who got
The
wine
uncle that
drunk,
was drunk.
which was hilarious.
He was just like, the balls on this guy.
Which is hilarious. It's hilarious. I love him to pieces. I don't even know if he remembers saying that. Honestly, I don't even know. It was such a good night. And it wasn't too long.
No.
It was like the right amount of time, and we then headed off to karaoke afterwards. Because I haven't seen my girls.
I think that
don't
was
get
the
to
most annoyed I
spend-
was.
Yeah, I know you were. It was hilarious how annoyed you were. I'm so sorry. All of us were just like. I think at one point Bonnie was just like, look, if Steven really doesn't want to go, he doesn't have to come with us. And I'm like, oh no, I'm going, he's coming. Like, he's not going to just sit alone in the room. That's
No.
just sad.
Yeah.
It was great because obviously we have a son now and he was a honeymoon baby. But it was so funny because it's jumping ahead a little bit when we told people, when like I told my friends, mainly Bonnie, when I told Bonnie and Rose, really happy and everything, but they did, I'm pretty sure both of them, at least one of them, commented just like, really? Really? Was it honeymoon or wedding? Because if it was wedding, I'm like so annoyed because the whole reason we went to karaoke was that so that wouldn't happen. I'm like, that is not the reason that we went to karaoke. But thanks. Oh my gosh. But everyone got along so well. All my girls. Like, that was the first time they really met each other in person. Mel and Rose have kind of met in person, but Sienna had not met either of them in person. And they were talking on like Skype, Facebook, and that's how they were communicating. And like the second at my bachelorette party, which really didn't go down great. Actually, I haven't spoken about that. Have I even told you about that? Bachelorette and bachelor parties. Briefly. The plan, which they were like, we're not going to tell you what the plan is. Sienna told me what the plan was afterwards after everything fell through, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I was expecting. So we were supposed to go to Sydney, go to Naughty Bung, karaoke room, have Korean barbecue, have fun, drink, soju, do all of that stuff. I had a number of girls who wanted to invite, and then at the last minute, pretty much no one was able to go.
Yeah.
So, and because Rose had COVID, so she basically got there
She
the
couldn't
morning
make
of. It ended up being, we're not going to go to Sydney because currently it was just me and Sienna.
Wasn't it Melbourne?
And Mel wasn't sure if she could make the whole thing.
Right.
So she was going to try her best. It was basically going to be me, Sienna, and hopefully Mel, basically, like the three of us. And she was like, that's not really like, ugh. And I'm like, yeah, that's alright. Like, okay, well then we'll just stay in town. We ended up going to the Korean barbecue that I used to work at. And then it ended up being me, Sienna, Mel, and then one of my friends from work, Simone.
Oh, right.
And that was it. So we had barbecue, pretty much the...
Did you get any soju?
Yes. Nothing else. Me and Mel. Yes. Basically the whole time we were just like chatting, chilling, introducing Simone to K-pop. So briefly, what was your like stag night?
Basically, it was going. I think the plan was we were going to go to Wollongong, I ended up just not wanting to do much. Where we were living, we ended up staying and just getting the...
Didn't you have like a spit
Yeah.
roast?
Which pretty much just ended up having one of my normal spit nights, pretty
Drinks.
much. Yeah.
So again, they were like real chill.
Yeah, it was. It was chill as. So it was me, Jamie, Mick, Craig, Tim.
You said that Tim was there.
Yeah. Well,
And you had
at the time.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Lucy's the other girl.
Yeah.
Did she hide from everyone?
No.
Oh, really?
No. I don't remember her hiding. Because I probably would have held her. Yeah.
Also, I found photos of like my dress hunting,
Oh, yeah.
which Stephen hasn't seen. Again with that, like I found my dress really early. First bridal shop. I did do some research and I found a couple of dresses. I found a dress that I absolutely loved online. I loved it. All by the same designer called Stella York. And it just so happened that the store in town, I went in there to try and book, and I was like, actually, the date that you've booked, we have her entire collection in. This is one of the dresses. Yes. So
The train's nice.
Yes.
But I can see what you mean about the front part.
Yes, so
Yeah.
it was really low cut. I mean, like,
Yeah.
this is low cut. But that, like, for a wedding,
yeah,
like,
that's-
that was too much boob.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
also
yeah.
was a lot more sheer up in the bodice.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
the dress that I saw online.
I'm
And
kind of happy. Yeah.
I was so upset because it was, like, a pink
Yeah. No.
one, but it just washed me out, and it did not
Yeah, no.
work, and I was so disappointed because I'm like, this is like the dress that I saw that I fell in
Yeah.
love with, and it just didn't work on me. So then we've got that one.
That's just,
That dip
yeah.
is so
Revealing.
like it had like the
Yeah.
mesh, but I was like, oh no, I really don't like it. Like the flower like going down was a bit weird in my eyes. Like the flowers were really big, like you can see like
Yeah.
across my like that were like they were too big.
Yeah.
So then this one,
Too simple.
you see, that's what I liked this dress, and it took me a little bit to kind of like I was umming and ahhing about it, but I think it was a little bit too simple for me, way too booby, but also I didn't like the like strap
Yeah.
stuff going down
That
it.
kind of
It
just
just
ruins it,
kind
doesn't it?
of like was a bit too like I really don't this like it's really nice and I love like the thing, but I didn't like the spaghetti straps.
Yeah.
That was like the one thing that I was like, I'm not sure about the spaghetti
I swore
straps.
you didn't have straps.
And I also, as you can see in these photos, have my CGM on my arm.
Yeah.
So at that point, that specific one I could only wear on my arm. So I wanted something that would cover it, which is why I was trying on a lot of the like cap sleeve dresses, because I really wanted that cap sleeve. So we've got that one, which it's nice, and it's got more of like the champagne-y color. It's not like pure white, because I realized like the pure white ones, like I did try it on earlier, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know about that. This was nice, but again,
The dress
real
on the
booty,
day was just...
and it was a little bit flat. I felt like it was a little bit flat. Anyways, so they were the straps that we got and that we ended up putting on. So yeah, that's the dress that I got, but with those. And so that's what it was. And then I tried another one on that had no sleeves, and I was like, no. I love the train on it.
Yeah.
The fitting with the new cap sleeves and the dress. and it's not too booby. It's got that little like pop of colour underneath, and I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Well, that's it for this video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, press the thumbs up button. And leave us comments down below. Share this on social media if you'd like to. All of my social media links are down below, so check me out, follow me, find me on all of those. If you'd like to leave any more requests or suggestions for videos that you'd like to see on my channel, please leave them down in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as I can. I will be doing some more reaction videos, but just not right now. Anyways, Kirby face. Annyeong.